Hello and welcome back to Lob Corp. Well, we're gonna fight the Red Mist again today. With certain damage types being multiplied via Kesed suppression. And then apparently Tiferet's effect is whatever. It's just everything can melt down again or something like that. I don't think it was anything too interesting. Sorry, I'm late again, by the way. Had a bit of a late dinner than usual. Okay. Howdy. Yellow Urge. Game should be on screen any moment now. Alright. So, I'm really not happy about it, but last time we lost Yum Yum. We lost Yum Yum, and we lost O-Cheats. O-Cheats may have been the time before, though. I have an extra set of, what's it called? Mountain of Smiling Bodies armor and weapon to dish out. As for who's gonna get it, I'm unsure. But just having that extra set will be nice. So apparently, the Red Mist has 1,000 health per phase instead of 3,000, like she had previously. And we don't fight her immediately. We have to deal with Kesed core suppression effect for a while. Good to see you, Agent Alonso. So, we have to go through our ego again. Specifically Aleph and WoW. I don't like seeing that empty slot, man. What can you do, though? Okay, I need someone preferably with max stats that can hold their own to rock MOSB.
What the whoa?
What the whoa? Hey, Raraku. Oh, right, we did get 2 new Abnos. I don't even remember what they were. It was like Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog, and I don't remember the other one. Medi has really good red and white and decent blue. Hey, Raraku. It's near the end for what it's worth. I'll do it. Okay, there is a little bit of extra WoW stuff to dish out, I think. Well, there'll be one extra hypocrisy, just momentarily. And I should have a full set of green stem. Actually, no, it's 2 extra green stem weapons. That's what it was. So I already know that we're doing like we're doing all the core suppressions per layer again at the same time. Last time was pretty rough, and I lost one of my favorite units, Raraku. My 3rd ever unit. Yum yum. Still not happy about it. I'm not super comfortable. I mean, I can probably kite with... What's the word? I can probably kite against Red Mist, right? With a ranged unit. I think Prismia and Gemminer were fighting her last time. It's been so long, it's been months. I don't remember. What kind of burger urge? I can't really have the bread anymore, but if I could... you might not have Whataburger in your state, but they have a limited burger they have like every other year. Green chili burger. It's just a burger with some hot peppers on it, and you know what? It's pretty banger. The cheese might be some kind of fancy cheese too. I don't remember. Wrap it in lettuce. I have been told that's an option now. The problem is I never really enjoyed lettuce to begin with, but you know, I'm open to it now. Oh, I did try out an almond flour pizza for the first time last night. I'm just gonna sans the onion powder. All the recipes I keep finding ask for onion powder in the dough, quote unquote, but nah, bro. I don't like the taste. What the fuck is Whataburger? Get out of here. The door is over there, bud. It's a burger joint. I want to say mainly in Texas, but it's in other states as well. What a burger. What hyphen a hyphen burger. If you're southern or ghetto enough, you might pronounce it Waterburger, but we don't talk to those people here. Rhea, your stats aren't acceptable for this fight. Surely someone in here has good stats. Surely there's someone rocking, like, mid-armor that has good stats. Well, first and foremost, is there anyone with good stats that just has crap armor? How? You know what? You deserve it, bro. Well, actually, we don't have the armor to give him, since, unfortunately, Green Stem only has 3 armors, not 4. Damn. I mean, momentarily you can wear this. I'm gonna have to give that back to Medi, though. That weapon looks so good with that armor, though. Like it's from the same set. Man, my sense of time is so fucked lately. It was only slightly before you went live that I realized last night was for Muse Dash, not Lobotomy. Yeah, yesterday was Monday. Muse Dash Monday. I did a shorter one than normal, and I intended to come back later in the night with some Ancient Dungeon VR, but I might do that tonight, depending how everything goes. I finally unlocked the new flail weapon, which is honestly pretty cool. And that arena mode looked really fun. I kind of want to sink my teeth into that. Yeah, this'll have to do. All Aleph accounted for. Yep. All Aleph armor as well. Alright. And some new Abnos, which we'll chip away at. Maybe I was supposed to pay for someone's stats. I'm not sure. So, all 3 effects should be kicking in by now, right? Although Tiferet's is like a negligible one, I think. Meanwhile, this dude, depending on what's highlighted, that ups the damage of that type. So red and pale are dealing extra damage. How much extra damage? Like, they cranked the fuck up of, one of the top level suppression effects was minus 20 stats or something, but they made it minus 50, which was honestly pretty fucked up. It's 4x? Jesus. So the order of clerk killings here is still Nedzak, right? I'll be able to heal regardless. I don't know what his clerks do for me, but we'll go with that. That'll satisfy the, at least momentarily, Queen of Hatred's hunger. We should probably figure out the new Abnos, right? I'm not sure how many more I need for 100%. Like, we finished the Welchiers last time. I didn't bother getting the armor, because, I mean, like, whatever, it's Zayn, bro. Ugh. I will take a snack break at some point, by the way. I have with me a little baggie of trail mix, some cashews. I don't know, I might do like a mixed nut. What's the word? Tier list. I also have some jerky. I will mute my mic when I chew, because I know that's pretty obnoxious. So I can pause. This whole time I've been worried that I was going to have to fight Red Mist without pausing. I think we're going to have to fight Bina without pausing. Which at that point, I think I may just cheat. All depends. Also, this thing was the scarier one of the bunch, right? Oh, the background changed again to fit the cutscene last time. Alright. I forgot we saw what's left of Carmen. Pretty vile, honestly. This thing looks fucked up. I'm gonna try Insight. I feel like when in doubt, Insight. You already couldn't pause during Phase 3 of Arbiter. I don't even remember that, if I'm being honest. T-02-71's dreams are those of running outside of the facility in total freedom. It's doing light damage, surprisingly, just as everyone wished for. T-02-71. T-02-71 can live here forever. I'm not sure if I'm wishing for that, my brother in Christ. Looks like white was not the way to go. And maybe we should station some people out here just in case homeboy wants to break free. As long as he's not like an insta-gib like, I'm gonna eat you if you only get 4 boxes. That did lower his Clyfoth, but the question is Clyfoth a max of 1 or more? It's a WoW, so there's a decent chance it's 1. It's not 1. Okay. Fion, get back over here. Fion... Yeah. What the hell? Does she have a strange ego gift? No. What is this weird effect? Looks like she has beard stubble. Well, maybe attachment? Maybe in some fucked up way this thing's like a kid or something and it needs the attachment. Beard stubble's from soda? Ew! We gotta fix that. I'm probably gonna have to restart today anyway. Okay, that was middling. Is middling also... Are you one of the ones that's Clyfoth lowers on a middling result? No. I mean... Can I afford boxes yet? I can. Is red bad? Red's actually okay. Is repression bad? Repression's a little middling. 64%. These corporations are lobotomy. Did you ever find your controller's urge? That's probably his best work so far. Working red. Considering that was mid, it's kind of weird. Okay. I would like to know his current Clyfoth. We should probably figure out more about him. When employee Parker... Kessid, can you get this crap off my screen? When employee Parker panicked during work, the Clyfoth counter lowered. Oh. Okay. We're getting diminishing returns here. You know, like, the negative modifier is getting pretty steep. But I can just restart if things go awry. Awry is one of those words that's really weird to spell. You know what I'm talking about? It looks like it should be read as Awry. A-W-R-Y. Somehow that's awry. That was a pretty damn good result. That was a good even. Flail? Flail, yes. Weapon good, I think. It's a little annoying to actually, like, hit certain enemies with it. Like, the warp slimes suck if you're rocking Flail. But otherwise, it's pretty fun. When employee with Temperance level 1 finished their work, the Clyfoth counter lowered. Okay. That's a weird stat check for a WoW. I got it, yeah. I got it on my last stream merge. I got incredibly lucky, bro. You can get the pieces in Area 2 and Area 4, specifically Infested Dungeon and regular mines, not Lucent mines. Or Luminous mines, whatever it's called. This was suddenly a really bad work, somehow. Anyway, I got lucky and I got a piece in Area 2, piece in Area 4. Next run, I got a piece in Area 2, Area 4. And I got one in an extra on floor 2 because I found it in a secret room. There's a secret room with a weapon piece in there. And then and then I did one run where I died really early, but I got a piece before dying. So I got the new weapon. Okay. The pools of liquid that perfused certain sections of the facility while T-02-1 escaped, drastically inhibited the movement of employees and dealt red damage over time. However, the employee's SP healed over time. So when he escapes, he spews chunks everywhere, and those chunks do red damage, which would probably suck, actually. With, Kessid effect right now. I'm gonna keep going. His Glyphosate doesn't seem to lower if you get a bad result. So I can keep working with him, right? Although the likelihood of getting boxes is only getting worse and worse, and we have a large energy quota. You have someone else to work to. You're right, Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Okay. Ugh. The Dreaming Current. Look, I'm not supposed to swear in the first, like, 5 minutes of a YouTube video or stream, apparently. I don't know if that's the case anymore. Let's just say I didn't see the R's and the E there. Somehow. I nearly read that as something very crass. Okay. There's still escape and 2 more of the work types. I mean, I guess we could spend our attention for now, and then once the modifiers reset. I have a feeling Granny... Oh. Granny? Granny, you left a pie in the oven. Granny? Your granddaughter Hallen's here to visit. What? Is this something I should quarantine? Is this something I should quarantine? Hallen? She's taking ticks of damage. Maybe I have to work with her and have a good result to cleanse? Well, actually, we'll try Insight. Okay, Insight looks pretty bad. Is Hallen better now? Yeah, Hallen's better now. Oh, for a second I thought that Smog was in Queen's room. That didn't mark Fion. I mean, attachment seemed to be, like, really bad. Let me find that out for sure. No, the attachment's actually pretty good. For some reason, she had smoke. And then Hallen started taking white damage and was uncontrollable. I should have seen if maybe I could have healed. This I'm done with as well. I don't need Teth stuff. That was pretty good. Should buy the rest of these. Okay. And one of these. When an abnormality other than O-01-12 was worked with, the Glyphosate counter lowered. Granny? That's not cool, Granny. Okay, just checking back on that thing. What's its name again? The Dreaming Current? Gotcha. Old lady is deaf and nearly blind, yet she still recognizes the presence of Fion. Makes me think of, the Grandma from Resident Evil 7. No spoilers, if you haven't played that. I played that, October before last. You know what I mean? I think it was 2024 October. I streamed that. It was pretty fun, actually. When the Glyphosate counter reached 0, black shapes formed inside the containment unit. We've decided to dub these shapes Solitude, based on the condition in which they're from. When the Solitude pied up, it stuck to Everett when they entered the containment unit. Suebi had to deal with continuous white damage until the Solitude eventually fell off. Until it was gone, they could not move or do any work. That is a lovely ego gift, actually. I can't draw glasses to save my life. Like, I'm an artist, right? But for some reason, every time I try to do glasses, they look one-dimensional. But I'm a little fond of the look. Like, goofy circular glasses like this, I appreciate this. And it's Teth armor. Oh. Oh, okay. Probably should have seen Granny, like, long before this point. Actually, gift. Oh, no. Is that what the nerd emoji looks like? I can't remember off the top of my head now. Old lady doesn't need to look at Fionn. They'll look at her once she begins storytelling anyhow. Fionn leaves the unit after finishing up their work. The solitude that replaces their presence will be filled with old lady stories. Okay. Old lady. She's just Teth. It's just a grandma. With a gun. Oh. Damn, dude, that thing's actually kind of slick. That's the kind of thing I'd like to give, like, Matt or somebody early on. Hey, Symphonic Siphon, getting a Teth this late is diabolical. Yes, honestly. I mean, you say that, but we also got a Teth last week. Or not even Teth, Zayn. I've never seen the Splatoon brothers over here. I swear, whatever they're wearing looks like the Salmon Run outfit from Splatoon 2. Okay. Granny, I can afford all of your things now, actually. Non-escaping entity with 4 Clyfoth. So that's it. If you work with other things, she just gets lonely. I mean, that's pretty sad, honestly. Treasure your grandparents, if they're good people. Of course. But, huh. And there's not even much lore, either! Come on, Grandma. For most of my playthrough, my central team leaders had her gun. Form over function. You know it, brother. It does look pretty slick. I don't hate the armor, either. It's a very nice, like, lavender? Lavender's not a good word for it. It's not quite blue, it's not quite purple. We're gonna fight Red Mist, whatever day that is, Symphonic. We have Kessid, increased red and pale damage active right now. Okay, well, we've learned more about Current Dreamer. Is that your name? The Dreaming Current. Sorry, I had it backwards. And I don't care about Old Lady's armor. No offense. Meanwhile, this dude we haven't learned enough about yet. Which means we should probably prioritize getting some good boxes. We already killed the 3 clerks, so you know who's not going to be whiny. I got really sad just now. I was gonna get ready to send Yum Yum into Censored's room, but Yum Yum died last week. Lizzie can probably live it, right? Oh, quota's not needed. If you kill Red Mist, the day just ends. Badass! Hell yeah! Well, I gotta do a couple of works with, you know who then. Like, all I have to worry about is this for a little while. That's surprisingly kind. Well. Should I keep working with this guy? I don't think it matters, actually. In fact, I could even do this if I wanted. Doesn't matter who we send. It's just one bro. I think I'll give someone the Night of Despair buff. It's either going to be Delilah or Yum Yum, or a legally distinct clone. He's got 0.5... Like, the damage that I remember the most from Red Mist is black and pale. Like, those were quite scary. Hey, people. Pork Chop Marth here. Also, don't sweat it if things start going downhill. There are alternate endings for all the trial days triggered by a facility wipe. I don't know if I want to see them, though. I'm fighting for a good ending here, bro. I think I will give the buff to Lingletus and Clone, actually. Oi. Oi! There. Okay, and it doesn't matter. Day 47, 7s was kind of boring. It's just Abraham going, turns out you're not ready. Okay. What's NT? Whoa. So that's just him changing... Oh, we do have meltdowns. Or a meltdown, anyway. Looks like it's only Black Swan. Which Yomu should handle perfectly fine. This thing does white damage, though. Do you resist white? You resist white. Extra pale and extra white damage. Also, we're gonna have to deal with a Dawn. Oh, nothing there. Yeah, I do have nothing there. In fact, do I ever? Hang on. Yukari, one of my first ever units. She treats it like a dog. Look, it's one of those things where it's like gaining intelligence and evolving or whatever, but if we gaslight it into thinking it's a happy dog, who's it to complain? I can't find the drawing, never mind. That's fine. I drew the two of them together, it's fine. The others are way more interesting, and if you get this one naturally, it saves you from having to go to the cutscene viewer to see it. All the bad endings are effectively day resets. Don't worry about losing progress. Okay. Oh, that's fascinating. I don't know how I feel about that. Remind me about Red Mist. Does she do the Golden Road after time intervals or damage intervals? You could also just, like, deliberately make Blue Star Breach to guarantee kill nearly everyone. I don't know if I want to do that. There is the funny shelter, yes. Why can't we just fit everyone in the facility in there? Huh? If we crammed everybody, like, we wouldn't have space to move, but we'd be safe. Surely the dust would settle eventually, right? I'm sorry, Grandma. You can have the mist all you want. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out what, Dawn we get. What was your deal? Red is okay. It's during phases, okay. I think I'll get a kill squad together, because we're only gonna have to deal with one, right? It's one of these fellas. I forget what they're called. Fixers, maybe? Okay, red's actually pretty decent. We are taking increased white damage, but still really not that much. Oh, that is some garish coloring, bro. The meat pads look like a Newgrounds style smiley face. Ugh. Also, what's the ego gift? Huh? Is that an eyeball, or what is that? %0% is diabolical? Garish, but very good for new hires. This is the suit I mentioned before that all my new agents got. Really? Does it have an added effect? I mean, it endures everything, which is kind of nice. Was red the best one? Red's, well, it looks like it's equal to red and purple. All phases of Day 48, the Red Mist have 1800 HP instead of the usual 3000, but all her stagger triggers are still set to multiples of 1000, so the fight goes way faster this time. Okay. How does that work again? Like, Phase... Oh, we're gonna have to deal with a Phase 4, right? Ah. What the fuck happened? Oh, I sent Hallen. Can someone with a white weapon smack some sense into her? Gem miner? Oh no, that lowered his Clyfoth. Oops, sorry, Hallen. Oh, and white damage is increased, so like a bunch of clerks are dying. This might be a restart. Any white weapons up here? Nope. Nope. Oh, that's a white weapon. Which one's FODB? Holy shit, that's crazy. So that was a lot of employee deaths. Is it truly necessary, Pork? If I really wanted to see it, you're saying I can just see it in like a menu later, right? Because I don't get kicks out of seeing all my employees die, bro. Dead butterflies. Yeah, but that breaks the pacing. I mean, it's not like we're gonna watch the... When would you watch the bad endings? We could check them out at a later date, like one after the other, as just like a what-if sort of scenario. We lost a couple of clerks. More than just a couple, actually. Like at least 5. Is that worth the restart? I'll keep going. We didn't lose anybody other than some clerks. Oh, you know what it was? I think I just absentmindedly clicked whoever had the highest success rate. Because she technically does have a slightly higher success rate than Fionn, but Fionn has, like, the actual good armor. It's something I still just don't enjoy seeing, though, Pork. I mean, maybe I'll lose to Red Mist. We'll see. If you're like me, I saw every bad ending before finishing the day proper, and not on purpose. I mean, sure, maybe. I'm not sure if we've full-on wiped because of Red Mist before. Like, I would lose some good units and then restart, I think. Ew. I don't know the context, but I think I've seen clips of a dude with, like, a shark hand puppet. And that's what this looks like. But freaky. It's a white weapon. It's got a long range. I assume it's a gun. Yeah. You know, the weapon looks alright. The armor... Ugh. How many sets of armor, though? 4 sets of armor I'll take. 4 sets of armor I will gladly take. Okay. Well, if boxes don't matter, I won't worry about the boxes. I should, however, gather up people capable of fighting one of the fixers, whoever ends up spawning. Where he spawns and who can fight him, we'll only find out when we get there. I think preferably getting the black one out of the way would probably help. That one seems like the scariest one. The white one's pretty brutal too, though. What's your ego gift again? It's like a... I don't know, it's like an eyeball or something. What is this thing? It's bubblegum. Oh! Oh! That was like a weird eyeball, and this was like a single eyelash or two. Okay. This thing's pretty gnarly. How much in armor? 36. Ecstasy is supposed to hit 4 times per shot, but due to one of many bugs, it does not. It's still alright just due to being a long-range WoW-type light weapon. Alright. One of many bugs. I wonder when Red Mist shows up. I'm assuming she's going to show up in the same spot, so maybe I want to evacuate people. I feel like Queen of Hatred weapon's bad for the fixers, yeah? Just because of the randomized damage typing. Oh, right, I moved, you-know-who up here. It also doesn't scale off attack speed properly, but most gun-type weapons don't. Damn. None of the fixtures absorb damage, they simply don't take the damage. Oh, when you put it that way, yeah. More so that you can't really help what damage type you're going to be doing. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Okay. Is that enough for armor? Yes. Should I keep working with him? It doesn't seem like his Clifoth's going to lower again. It's only when you snap inside the containment facility. And that was merely a misclick on my part. I don't think I was buying anything else. And I don't have an interest in... it's Eustace and... Muriel? Miriam? Courage the Cowardly Dog's owners. I'll keep working with him then, because like if the amount of boxes I have doesn't matter and his Clifoth won't lower, I don't see a problem. Wait for Theon to heal up though. Was this the theme that always played during Kesed suppression? It feels oddly like... This is a deep cut, but this feels like Mega Man Legends random dungeon ambiance. This is Tiff's. Okay, that one was so long ago, I don't remember. That's not enough for another armor. Damn, dude. How far does the negative modifier go? I'll wait for a heal. I'm sure he's not that bad if he breaks free, but I'd rather not deal with it. Doesn't really matter what we work with, I guess. I would like to gather the good units, though, actually. Arang, you're joining everybody down here. Give respawns at level 5, by the way, which will disable Kesed until level 8. Kesed's effect starts 2 damage types multiplied by 4, and never changes besides randomizing the damage types chosen. Okay. I was honestly kind of like getting ready for Gebro to suddenly show up, like next Meltdown. If it's 5, well, we should just start working with whatever, I guess. Vera's stats are pretty good. I think I'm gonna give him Galaxy Kid effect and have him join us as well this time. So we're looking for 130. He's 130 everywhere except for purple. Wow. If I never proceed the meltdowns, will Kessid's effect matter then, Pork? Because I don't see why if the amount of... How do I word this? Why would I progress my meltdown level when the day ends when Red Mist dies? Or does Red Mist changing phases progress the meltdowns? I don't remember if that's how it was. More bullets. You're right. You're right. There's less than no reason to go for the end of the day unless your facility sucks so much that leaving Gebra alone is your only answer. She isn't very aggressive in Phase 1, but if you can't handle Gebra today, you absolutely can't handle Bina. I mean, we've already handled Gebra once before, and we have more Aleph gear than we did back then. I did lose the Decapo sets that day, though, I think. We no longer have Decapo. I'm keeping them here and hoping the dude spawns somewhere nearby. Could you potentially, like, go crazy talking to one bro? Because he does extra white damage, right? There's no way it's gonna really hurt, though. I did 5 white. I mean, I'm actually building towards something by sending in someone here, but it's a pretty rough modifier. Who's safe to work with? I guess Snow Queen, yeah? I've seen someone lose day 1 to their soul agent going insane from one sin. Excuse me? That didn't happen to me, right? I don't think that happened to me. I have the Corp parts archived privately on YouTube. I don't think I have every single one of the early ones, but I'm kind of curious to see what my first couple of days was like. Probably wasn't pretty. Also, I want Candy Missile. It might be splitting the forces a bit, but I'm thinking of gathering up some good units. I think everyone here could probably fight. Yeah. Depending on what attack. So we'll have people here and we'll have people here. Depending on where this guy ends up spawning. Oh, well, not Candy Missile. Did you kill Clerks for Queenie? I did not. Thank you. 2 more. 1 more. Hod, yeah. Thank you, Pork. It was Candy Missile and who else? I think I already sent them over. No, Bong Bong was from Hod's department. I'll send Jenko too. Maybe not Jenko, actually. He's got good stats, but not a whole lot of white. What's Queenie's conditional for going insane again? You gotta kill 3 clerks. At least 3 people have to die to sate her bloodlust. Gotta stop picking people that aren't there. Only regret awaits you tomorrow. It's a well-deserved punishment for someone as trifling as us. fact, no one here is really safe and easy to work with. I'm done with Snow White's apple, right? But I think some people still want the armor. Or not the armor, the ego gift. I think Yumi, specifically. And Yumi was up here, I think. Yeah. We tried not to trust in anyone, but we shamelessly woke up our own colleagues who had fallen into eternal slumber when we needed them. Do not fear the submergence, accept it. Let us sink together at Carmen's side. Honestly, I might as well just show you all the on-screen text now, since you'll be too occupied with Gibber once she spawns that there's no good reason to seek out the end of the day. Okay. What's going on? Not much. We're about to fight a, what are they called? Fixer. Which one it is? Well, we'll find out. Technically, the reason you need to go to level X to clear this day without Gebrer is because of Tiferet, but Tiff is still not a real boss fight. Sorry. Damn, dude. You know, just trying. Okay. Which brother did we spawn? A request. Can y'all stop spawning in my elevator system, bro? I'm blind as hell. When you see him, let me know. I think I need to unpause the timer a little bit. Don't hold hope in anything, for the sake of our employees who died hopelessly. If existence itself is an ailment to us, there's only one way to cure it. Just shut your eyes and never open them again. Oh, I see. It's Black Fixer, yikes. However, that means red damage will do fine. I'm just gonna death ball everybody. I think all of you are fine, right? Okay, which way you going, homeboy? Rangers, keep your distance. Black damage isn't increased, but I can still dish out a black shield. What's his death throw? It's just like a... Oh, it's everything in that department breaking free. Lost the black shielding. Homeboy. Homeboy. There's a time and a place for everything, bro. It ain't your time. You got chutzpah. Okay, that causes everything here to melt down, which, if I don't care about boxes... Can I kind of just ignore these? I guess I can't ignore Scorched Girl. So you have a Clyfoth of 2. When it's normal, the Clyfoth counter might lower. When it's bad, it will lower with a high probability. When she escapes, she marks somebody and then blows up. What are your chances? What are your best ones anyway? I'm assuming Insight. Fiddy on Insight. Fiddy on Insight. And she has a Clyfoth of 2. It should be fine. I mean, Spider Bud doesn't break free. Bro got jumped? Good. We destroyed everything while holding her warmth in our hands. Tell me, what great purpose did we fulfill with all those actions? I'm gonna ignore the painting. Beauty and the Beast is fine as long as you don't double up on repression work. So Insight should just be fine. Spider Bud was just a stat check, but a simple one. If an employee has Prudence level 1, you die. If you do Insight work, you die. But it makes more PE boxes when someone's dead in the department, so... or in the room with it. So not Insight, obviously. Assuming red is the best, yeah. Summer. You're right there anyway. I will ignore the painting, because why not? You will never escape your guilt if you stay that way. You will curse your existence, and every single day will be painful. Carmen left without a smile, never to come back to nap under the warm sun. You have to let it all go. You don't even have the strength to grip onto anything. Are these reruns of... how do I word this? Is all of that text from their respective core suppressions, or is this all brand new ones for these late game days? Because some of that sounds like A talking. Right, Yumi. What's your best one? When it's normal, it lowers with a normal probability. When it's bad, it lowers with a high probability. And when it escapes, it slows things down. Meanwhile, your best is repression. All relating to the various versions of A you've been meeting. Okay, it seemed like it was through his eyes. It's red and pale damage at the moment, which I don't think I care about. This is all new text from whichever facet of A you're talking to today. This day's is the really depressed one that needs a shave and a shower. Yeah. Yumi, I would like for you to get the thing. The things I've let go have drifted too far for me to take into my hands again. Why must I be abandoned by the world, alone like this? Yes, there was only a path of despair in the sky she often looked up to. Desire is void and meaningless. Can't you hear it? The doors are closing, and they will not open again. Damn, man. Abel? Is this one Abel? Ah! It was a normal probability. Ah, oh, come on. Okay, where'd you go to? I can actually see this time. They're in training. Which means whoever's here can go whoop their ass. Honestly, you guys can go too. You do black type damage, right? Yeah. Annoyingly, that's gonna slow down that area, but I don't think it'll really matter. I'm perfectly fine with my life expiring here and now. Only stigma awaits those who cannot overcome the trial. It was my duty to protect my coworkers, my friends, but I couldn't save even a single one of them. Okay, I just wanted Yumi to get the dang ego gift. Not super important. Almost got a third armor. I should try to get the weapon as well, because, I mean, it's more WoW rank stuff, like Alonso said. More gear is always better. Usable gear. Like, no offense to Granny, but at this point, you know, Zayn and Teth stuff, yeah, I don't think there's a single person wearing that. White damage isn't amplified right now, so she's really fine. I believe that's another armor. Yep. Let's do that again. You got a lot of health, yeah. So we're currently 3. It's still a while until you know who shows up. Who was the one that got marked? It was Vera, right? And I have Vera down here hanging out with everybody. Yeah. Okay. Vera can't work with anything anymore. It's fine. Should I group every single person that's not going to be fighting in the corner? I think I had done that, and that's what ended up winning the day for me, because I had people hanging out in this elevator, and then Red Mist ran all the way over here. Okay. Am I going to have to deal with a... I think I'll do that when we're nearing Meltdown Level 4. Or near the end of Meltdown Level 4. Because what if I have to deal with a Fixer? I don't have to... I hope they don't make me do Fixer and Red Mist. Admittedly, I think I can ignore Red Mist at the start if they do send some Fixers at me. Okay. Keep doing this. Because again, more gear. Since something escaped, Red's at like 2 instead of 3, yeah. Was Red ever viable against the Red Mist? No, right? Maybe as like a slower down for a little bit. A distraction, I guess. I don't think it'll be necessary. So, she has like wave attacks that deal a ton of damage. Or am I thinking of Bina? Or maybe both. Does take more damage from Abnos. But I think that would just fuck with the timing. Gotcha. And what's this timing mechanic again? So she'll do Golden Road at set intervals. I guess I'll just figure it out when we get there again. I should have gone back and watched the stream where we actually beat her. What's just like a free work to speed this process up? In full control when she attacks. Gotcha. Oh yeah, makes sense. White damage isn't increased, so... How about I said in Yomu? I still want to pronounce it as Yumu, but that makes Prismia angry. That's the last armor. Did Clerks die? I think one Clerk died to the Snow White, but I don't think I killed 2 others, so I'm gonna kill 2 others. Sorry about this, Theta. Have any of you guys ever accidentally execution bulleted an agent? I'm not gonna lie. I have the numbers on my my mouse. It's a Logitech G300, 600, something like that. It's got a full numpad, even plus and minus. Accidentally? No. I've been worried about it, man. Like, sometimes I want to give a black shield, but I'm like, oh, what if I had clicked the wrong thing? It's a little scary. Somebody got a success rate. Pretty good. Beginning. Clerks are pretty cool. Middle. Why do these idiots exist? After Queen of Hatred. Thank God these idiots exist. Yeah. I still feel bad about killing them. Like, some of y'all make fun of me for, like, actually caring about my units. But, I mean, everyone's got their own little story, surely. I'm an artist. We got, like, overactive imagination. Right, it's red, not white. Ah! Okay, that just changed it to extra white damage and extra black damage. That's kind of annoying. In fact, is Yomu okay? Probably, yeah. Yeah, should be fine. That was enough clerks. And it looks like we won't have to deal with the fixers, I don't think. Because we're going on to 4 into 5. Oh! But there is a meltdown happening still. I'll send in... Tomato. As long as it's not Vera. Okay, it's Ice Queen and a Singing Machine. That's a no. That's a fuck you, Corp. I don't see anyone else melting down, yeah? Yeah, I don't care about Singing Machine, bro. You can have the boxes. When Bina asked me to extract gear, I'd already done so for all my abnos, so I hired 5 newbies, gave them easily obtainable gear, and bang. Oh my god. I mean, I guess you would have to, huh? Whoever said diabolical earlier, that's diabolical right there. I think it was actually Symphonic that said that. Insight... Sheo. Again, as long as it's not Vera. And we may as well get some more boxes from this guy. Ugh, really remind me to get rid of the beard. Like, depending on the character, that could look cool, but Fion's clearly a girl. It doesn't work. She is taking, like, massive more white, because it is in the rotation. But even if the work result was bad, I think she'll be fine. As long as she's fully healed. Like, Matt sometimes draws himself with a beard, so this little bit of stubble might actually fit his character. You never read Soda last time. Thank you. Oh, we have 3 Apnos to read today, then. That's what I'm looking forward to, bro. Okay, so Red shows up here. We gather the group that's gonna fight her. It's gonna be all Alephs. And then it's kiting. And then in between phases is gonna be Golden Road, which actually I should start to gather soonish. Dude, I'm not looking forward to Phase 4. Phase 4 is what ended up killing most of my units. It, like, just perfectly, like, worked out. She got tired right here. And I had all of my other units stationed there. In fact, you go join them. The fact that I can pause, at least, is some solace. Tomato, shale. Actually, I'm gonna need some of you fellas just to work with Snow Queen, yeah. Yomu. That works, I guess. The scene, the air, and the pain of that day. It all comes back no matter how many times I try to avoid it from my mind. Tell me, how do I escape from this? You gotta move on, bro. Do we really deserve to persist in existing? Meanwhile, as we step on all those sacrifices? This one seems like the most empathetic A I've seen so far. But he's just kind of like, giving up. I think I killed my clerks, right? Also, Yomu was like dangerously damaged there. Did I kill my clerks? That was the previous meltdown. I think I'll need to kill clerks again. Who's after Hod? Let me see if I can buy as much of the gear over here as I can, then we can do Bina. Killy Clerkson? But who? I'm saying who's next? Let us sleep. Like, who's next in the order of? All right, you kill this next when you're out of units in X or Y department. He actually does some damage. Like 17's nothing to scoff at. I think we will stop working with him now. It's getting real dangerous. I will at least have not a weapon. Damn. We're like 10 away from a weapon. You're right. You're right. Double kill. I'm gonna have to start gathering everybody. I think this department's not gathered yet. Yeah. So the problem with the Gebra fight is... how the hell do I do Phase 4? Because from what I remember, I was able to fight my way to Phase 4. And then everyone was immediately melted. Like, it was unavoidable. She immediately went into her dash, and I wasn't sure what to do. Run, you have 130 speed agents now. You can outrun her with 130 speed? Bro, that's so scary. Bro, that's so scary. Does that mean, I guess by the time we get to Phase 3, I should only have 130 speed agents? Is 126 fine? No, but that makes it take her longer to reach your ass. Oh, shit. People are stronger. People are, like, way stronger this time, Gebra. Kali. The Red Mist. Okay, I think we're just gonna work with, like, simple stuff. As long as you save some slow bullets for that phase, stalling her attack is more doable. If she can't reach her target fast enough, she gets tired and staggers. The fewer agents right in front of her when phase 4 starts, the less likely whoever she targets is right there. So, I'm thinking phase 4, low health phase 4, we only have like 1 or 2 agents fighting her. I'm thinking Legally Distinct Clone because he has Justitious set with Knight of Despair buff. So I'm hoping that's enough to live. I won't ostensibly need to be spending my bullets on anything else. I think I shot 3 clerks, by the way. I did, yeah. I think it was 1 HOD, 2 disciplinary. Either way, okay. The fewer agents right in front of her when phase 4 starts, the less likely whoever she targets is there. So I am thinking, at that point, I gather everybody. I'll have to figure out whoever's marked, actually. I think. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared. I won't lie to you. The one marked is Vera, not Tomato. Medi, you're definitely joining the fight. Lizzie, you're joining the fight. I think Rhea and Islet can leave. %'s not bad. I'm thinking Mr. Black, Brooke, and Joshua? No, Joshua's dead, Zex. That's Karyu. I think they also evacuate. I mean, when you did the fight, I'm pretty sure she ran from a Gebra hallway all the way up to Malkuth before tiring out. Yeah. Does she change, by that point, does she have a timer when she moves? Or can I leave her in a room, leave her alone, and then make everybody go to the opposite end of the entire facility, except for one unit? You're right. I think it was, like, maybe... I think it was here she activated the dash, and she went all this way, all this way, all this way, all this way, and tired out either here or here. That's doable, yeah? Alright, I think that's what I'm going to aim for, then. Everybody else, go join up. I kind of want Islet, but Islet's, the gauntlets are a super close range weapon, right? I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that. Yomu. Yomu, you're a really good unit. I think I want you to evacuate as well. Don't come to school tomorrow. I like you. Or however that saying goes, I don't remember. And I think everyone down there can just evacuate. I want to say that's everyone accounted for. Kokaya. I think Sheo and Tomato will have evacuate as well. And then Katya. And I think that's everyone accounted for. Oh, no. Still some people here. It's very ominous music, man. I don't like it. Urge, you too, bro. He's got decent stats, but not a decent run. Oh, brother. Okay, I'll just have someone that's already here go initiate it. Okay, this is honestly, I think, too many people to properly kite with. I'll need to break this down into, like, the best of the best. Does she leave the room? I don't think she leaves the room, right? We're looking for good melee units right now. The censored tentacle thingy is ranged, technically, right? Like, it hits at a range. Right now I'm looking for strictly melee. Maritza. Oh, of course. Lizzie. And then we'll have the Rangers. I could see this go poorly, actually. I don't remember how I did it before. Okay. Oh, Medi. You're rocking Yum Yum's set. Alright. Everyone else. I'm kind of worried about Juliet and Emma. They got great stats, though. Well, surprisingly, Juliet less so. I hadn't realized I didn't grind her up as much as I would have liked. Alright. The rest of you are ranged, yes? Yes, yes, yes. Not you, Maritza. You got good stats, though. Okay, the rest of you, I'm thinking we keep them in this elevator. And then the melee units, I think I'll keep here. So we kite our attacks with the melees. Or no? I don't remember how Golden Road starts, if I'm being honest with you. Also, we'll just initiate with, like, Elena or something. I'm pretty sure she always spawned here before, but how's it gonna be now? Elena? Oh, she's just that slow. Okay, she did spawn there. Red Eyes and Penitence, right? Okay. 18 Hunch. I would like to... Yeah, there you go. I'd like to kite her away a little bit before we send in... Pause? I'm paused. You have meltdowns! Thank you! What's her name I can ignore? Today's Shylock. Porcubus we probably should not ignore. And Teddy Bear I can ignore. I think. They're non-escaping entities, right? They're gonna be sapping my boxes, but do I care about my energy? Granny's already at 0. Okay. The only one that matters is Porcubus. And Porcubus is a weird one. It's a stat check. When the result was good, the Clyfile counter increased. When the result was bad, the Clyfile counter decreased. When an employee with temperance level 3 or lower had a good result, they died. 3 or lower temperance. Temperance is purple. Employees with temperance level 3 or lower will receive massive white damage from Porcubus attacks when it escapes. And he is immune unless you are inside of his reach. So, as long as you have decent purple, you're fine. Meaning, I can just send somebody from this department. I'll even probably send Matt. Unless, he may have been evacuated. Juliet, 81% success rate. Oh, I forgot about this music, bro. It was it 3 meltdowns? Just browse real quick again, don't care about that. Don't care about that. I think that was the only escaping entity on the list. Since Gebber is nice enough to wait for us, may as well get this out of the way now. Okay. Once Juliet's here, I'll move in the melees and the ranges. That's actually perfect. Maritza got there pretty fast. Is Medi's blue stat pretty low? It's 105. I guess it's not as high as everyone else here. When 1/3 of its HP is lost, the red mist will use Gold Rush, creating portals in random places in the facility and running through them, dealing 100 red damage to anyone in the way. The final portal leads to another main department room where it shoots with Gold Rush, dealing a great amount of 290 to 310 red damage in small range. The red mist will stay there until then. This ability happens twice. Note that this no longer happens twice. To date, will give red mist reduced HP. Okay. That actually quite hurts, huh? We'll do a red shield. Red mist? I don't remember her tells anymore. Okay. Ah, but now everyone's... I liked having everybody segregated. Don't quote that. You know what I fucking mean. I meant melee and ranges. Oh no, I'm cancelled. Okay. I'll wait for her to move. Yeah, there we go. Can probably even initiate with Lizzie here. And then just send everybody in. This is disadvantageous. You know what I mean. Okay. Alright, gotta get better with that. Gotta get better with that. Ah! Sorry. I know my mic peaks. Just to be on the safe side. I only have so many of these. I mean, should actually live it, right? Yeah, okay, good. Okay, this hallway should be fine, but I'd still feel safer in an elevator. It'll mark where she's gonna be, and thankfully she looks like she might end up in Bina's, which is pretty close. The Golden Road. Unless you want to deal with MOSB, get shooting. You're right, you're right. She's currently there. Gonna run through here. I mean, after a while, there won't be any clerks left for her to mincemeat. Do they not know? Okay, is the trumpet and boss theme music diegetic? Is this shit blaring on the speakers in the facility? Because if so, they should be hitting the deck right now, not casually wandering a hallway without a care in the world. Warning / trumpet should be... that's on them, then. Okay. I think she ends up here. Nope. Oh, yeah, she ended up here. Nice. Is this phase 1 still? Let's get our bearings, everybody. Melee's gonna melee. Phases in when she changes weapons. Gotcha. At least we're right next to an elevator here. The Road of Gold. Alright. Gotta kill clerks on the way? Yep. SMH, man. It's the ghost of Yum Yum. Right there. Okay, there's Red Mist right now. Looks like she's gonna end up in, architecture. But there's no clerks down there, so that's actually awesome. I'm not seeing any other clerks. I guess some could have shown up in the meantime. I think that's from me shooting them. I don't think that's the Red Mist's doing. Otherwise, Maz would be... Well, he is kind of pissy right now, actually. Okay, Red Mist. Homeboy, if you were any slower... Oh! She's actually not going to be in architecture. Oh, I'm sorry about this. Okay. Right, she does heaven now. I completely forgot about the burrowing heaven. Because I didn't have that Abno when we first saw her. Oh, execution bullets don't create blood? I thought I shot those guys. I guess some more showed up. That's on them. Should I just leave one dude by... Well, no, because it's not safe. Like, you're nowhere close to being safe here. I feel like before we fight her, I should clean up the corpses, no? It's only like 2 of them, but I don't know how many Mosb needs to grow a segment. Okay, the burrowing... Homeboy, that's on you, man. And you weren't even in the same room as her. Okay, so it's... This is not Final Phase. Final Phase is Justicia and Smiling, right? Sup, Matt? It's the Red Mist, again. Are you ready for round 2? Prepare to become space dust. A la Sigma. Okay, I got 10 bullets, for what it's worth. There are 4 phases? What'd you forget? Oh. You can do it on a phase change, I guess. It's a voice line from Sigma for Mega Man X4. I think now we're going to trim the fat. Like, no offense to everybody, but I think I need the elites now. You know what I'm talking about? Wrong, you ain't one of them. You're pretty decent, though. You're pretty decent. Phase 2 is probably the best time to use rabbits. Will they kill her outright? Or when's a good time to send them? Because I highly doubt they'll kill her outright. Like, no offense to the rabbits, but... I mean, well, maybe like a weakened, like a lesser health Gebra, they might be able to handle. Either way, I think we gotta trim the fat here. I only want the best of the best for the rest of the fight. Phase 3 has the AI bug that lets you attack her 100% safely out of range. I don't remember that quirk. And Phase 4 is immune to rabbit. Interdiction barriers, okay. I can send rabbits. She's gonna Golden Road again, right? So, we're gonna enter Phase 3 right now. And I think she's still Golden Roads. Phase 2 to 3 also has one of the worst on-death attacks. It comes out at night instantly. Okay. Then how about we weaken her a little bit, and when she gets to like half health, I'll send in the rabbits. Alright, Kari. Honestly, I think we trained up Bong Bong enough. Her blue is not good at all, but she's got great red and white. Candy Missile has awful white. I would not want her to panic during the fight, so I think we'll actually sans her. Mobby Nerd's weak to black type damage. I don't think he can fight her. Oh, that's how she does it. Right. She throws out her scythe, but I don't remember how that works. One King of Greed and it's over. I mean, she won't throw that out randomly, right? She has the Lance of Longinus, and then she has... it's called the Burrowing Heaven. And she has... oh god, what's it? Mimicry. Okay, who else do I reckon can fight here? Delilah. Do we have the heart still? We don't have the heart anymore. I could have given that to somebody. Okay, I think all of you will need to go join the rest. Making sure I have everybody. I will manually do this due to wonky pathing. I don't want them to think like, oh, it's faster if I go through command. No. I'll manually pad them. Is that door opening for a reason? Well, was that enough for Moz? No. Okay. Homeboy, you're a liability. Who, isn't this a Bina department clerk? What is she doing here? Guys? Question mark, question mark, question mark? I respect the chutzpah. Maybe, like, her friend got killed by Gebra just now, but you're making me waste a bullet, because I don't want mobs to break out.
What the whoa?
What the whoa? Exactly. Okay. Alright, everybody's here. That was not going to join the fight. That one clerk is secretly Iori. I don't know who Iori is. The only Iori I know is Yagami from King of Fighters. Okay, no one's gonna accidentally pad over to her. Good. I think we will do a quick sweeping of bodies. I want Diva and Medi to walk through here. Should be cleaning the bodies. Should be cleaning the bodies. If that even counts as a body. I don't think there's any body left, actually. I'm blind on anything past this game, so preferably no spoilers. Igori, what are you doing here? I guess she was too slow. Okay, so... I might not even use the Rangers. Because I want to be able to move people past her. In case she does the burrowing heaven. Hey Pork, how does the scythe work? Like, if I have some of my units hiding here, can she scythe into this department? I should be able to see where it's gonna go, right? Honestly, I think we'll put the Rangers away. Just slightly under the rest of the department. Or facility, actually. She would throw Da Capo to another main room, and then anyone in the in-between will take damage, yes. I'm not confident I can kite with Rangers right now. I think it'll be easier with Phase 2, so we'll do that then. Okay, everyone left some melee? Everyone left some melee. Everyone else is a returnee. That was like my favorite Korean novel for a while. Orang's like one of my fastest units, man. She had like max movement for a while. Okay. Now, question. Can she throw if they're on the same layer as her? No, right? She has to see somebody first to wind up a throw? Went to the bathroom, I miss anything? No, I separated the Rangers. I have them in a room directly under everyone else, or at least they're on their way. Because I wasn't confident I'd be able to kite properly with them. And we're just gonna burn her down to her first scythe throw. The facility is big enough now that you should be able to park almost everyone inside elevators she can't possibly hit. Okay. Alright. I think that leaves just the meleeers. I'm gonna send people here. Hey! Alright. I didn't like that, Missy. It's a good thing I caught that. You too, Lizzie. Uncool. What? Oh. Oh, they have to... Which psychopath designed the flow of this facility? Why can't I just go from here to here? You can't just have like a little ladder shoot? This could be bad. Okay. Like, seriously, what fucking psycho? Okay. She's waiting right behind that door, bro. That's threatening. Alright, I think I'm gonna bait an attack by walking everyone past her. She's standing right behind me, isn't she? Okay. We're gonna enter the room. Actually, no. I'm gonna kite people. Hang on. You stay in that room. You stay in that room. Okay. This is annoying. I feel like she's absolutely... I'm gonna wait until she's in front of the door again, actually. Good enough. Good enough, I think. Clump everybody up a little better first. I think that'll do. If it's Longinus, we'll dodge. Ooh, Summer. Alright, Summer, I wanted your extra red multiplication, but get out of here. Honestly, wait, I didn't even want you here. I didn't realize you were a ranger. Go evacuate the facility. Summer. Summer. The Burling Heaven. We're not lined up with that at all. I think that hits somebody. I think that hits some people. Hit Bong Bong. Bong Bong. You're out of this fight. For now. Bong Bong. I'm not joking, you're out of this fight for now. Oh! That's worth some healing, I think. In fact, we have the benefit of... Just take a second and go heal in the main room. Yeah. I was gonna say, you caught me off there. We have the benefit of her not leaving the room, meaning we can go just heal. I hate all of you. Why do you path this way? Are they forced to path that way? I think they're forced to path that way. Does this not connect here? Which psychopath designed this facility? It was me. I am A. Alright. Not the end of the world. Pretty chill even, actually. Take a sip of my water. I think when we hit phase 3, I'll take a snack break. For now, let me have a cashew. Some MF on Reels just said, The only people who would ever want me are the police. Eek. Damn, man. That's just mean. Stay in this room, actually. Everybody's here? Everybody's here. I feel like we're very closely coming to a decapo. From the overture. That's a 2-hitting white attack, right? I want to say it's better to dodge that. Did anyone actually get hit? A little bit. Honestly, like, very, very little. I think I'll wait that out. Nah, we'll wait it out. She's the only one here rocking the WoW rank armor. Okay. Did the eye abnorb leave, or is that... I'm not sure the question, Urge. Oh no, that's Burling Heaven. Oh, good God. We don't have that guy anymore. That's her spear attack. We don't have that Abno, thankfully. Okay, you attack her. Everyone else run. Oh no, nah, everybody go. Burrowing Heaven. I want to say that has a wonky hitbox behind her. From the overture, I believe that's multi-hit white. Yeah. I was worried about a Burrowing Heaven there. Honestly, yeah. Let's be chill about this. Oh, I hate the way this place is designed. We'll just chill here. We'll get some passive healing, right? Eventually. I'm gonna eat another cashew. You know what? Cashew's pretty good. Can we collectively eat a sweeper right now? Which one's a sweeper again? I think this is fine so long as Arang doesn't get hit by another Decapo combo. For some reason when you said eat another cashew, my mind immediately went to Death Note. I'll take a potato chip and eat it. That's a great clip, honestly. Alright, good enough for me. Can wait for her to come a little closer this way though. I've been waiting for her to, face change. Or not face change, move locales. There we go. That's the go sign. I'll mow you down. I think that's an easy dodge. Yep. Ah, we had her in such a good spot. Oh, the blue ordeal. I mean, do they feast on corpses? Is that why they have lifesteal? I'm not entirely sure what those are. I wish I could read lore about the ordeals, man. I really do. By the way, in case I don't do a mixed nut tier list, cashews are like at least an A. Pretty good. Instantaneous overture? It's a 3-hitter. That's not good. That's no bueno. What's a nut you hate? This might be controversial, but walnuts have a bad texture. Hi-yo! He got him! He said these nuts! Time him out for 10 seconds. Don't actually time him out. You motherfuckers hit me with ligmas every damn moment you get. Anyway. I think walnuts are mid. They have like a weird chalkiness to them as you chew them that I just really don't like. I really don't like them. Legato, that's the throw. We're ostensibly safe up here? Yeah. Okay. Any, clerks? You lucky bitch. You are incredibly unlucky, sir. This is where she ended up. Alright. You're making me waste my bullets, bro. Oh, did that kill anybody on the way? I wasn't paying attention. Surely not, right? Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, walnut's pretty mid. Guess it's time for rabbits. Will a clerk dying by rabbits count for Moz? Fucker! You look like Yum Yum. She wouldn't do this stupid shit. They will count for Moz. Alright. What can you do? No other clerks. Let me do my rapid vision. There's 8 clerks in Central. I sure ain't seeing any of them. I think rapid vision's bugged, bro. Oh, rapid vision's counter can sometimes break. Okay. I'm Pikmining it right now. What does that mean? Are you picking alien creatures out of the ground? There are 0 clerks in Central. Am I blind? Okay. Gotta trust my eyes more often. Alright, I'm gonna send in the rabbits. Maybe I should have let... Oh, you can tell from the X. Okay. Maybe I should have let Maz escape. And then had the rabbits take care of her and Maz. Also, I am gonna group up. The ones participating in the last fight here. Alright, nobody's in here. Nobody's in here. Okay. Central, right? Before I click yes, this looks good, Alonso. I'm not royally fucking it up. I'm gonna crack open my... Taking a snack break real quick. Yes, Central. Okay. I got some... trail mix here. I got from Dollar Tree today. Peanuts are like a seed tier, by the way. They're okay. Not amazing, not bad either, though. The rabbits have come to graze the grass. Peanut butter does slap, I'll give you that. That elevates peanuts to like a B or an A. Gebra? This isn't enough. Oh! I forgot that that's how she sheds phase 2. That's what you meant by, like, nigh instantaneous transition attack. Okay, I don't think anyone's in range of that, thankfully. Half the rabbits return to the grasslands in one attack is scary. Oh, do I get some free damage on her? Nobody's lined up for that, thankfully. That's what Pork meant. Yeah, it makes total sense then. I mean, this doesn't really... Or that's right. She attacks in, like, the wrong direction, right? Damn. What if she activates phase 3? Am I not royally fucked if she activates phase 3 here? I think I'll need to figure out who gets marked. So let's move people into a hallway. Because I don't think she'll be able to attack the rabbits. Okay. How would I determine who's marked? I think I'll just have everybody in this room. What? Oh! Oh, Jesus. I didn't see that. She's broken containment. Okay. This golden road is not special, right? This is normal? Oh, if she wants to kill a clerk and have the rabbits kill Maz, I'd be happy. Did that actually slow her down, by the way? The Snow White's apple? Rabbits are a little confused, methinks. Oh, she ended up in welfare. Damn. Mission's complete. We'll now forget everything that has occurred here. Phase 3 is almost done with. Sorry, I'm taking a snack break. Nature's Garden Mountain Trail Mix. If you bullet the clerks, you're sacrificing slow bullets. I want slow bullets for final phase, yeah. What if she fights Mozb? It's a big maybe, I guess. I think I will get my kill team in the top left elevator. And we'll handle it from there. Honestly, not even my kill team. I think I'll just have Legally Distinct Clone move down. It might take a while, but he should be able to dodge just fine, right? Wait, remind me. Does the MOSB special attack hit behind her? I don't remember. I don't remember, sorry. That's fine. This might be incredibly cringe, but I think I'm just gonna send Priz. He can outrange her, like, perfectly fine. Oh, there's so many clerks in this department. Yeah, Mozb is gonna break free. But the question is, which direction does Mozb run? Also, considering where she is right now, I don't know if she's going to move locations again, but I'm going to move everybody to the other side of the facility. You could leave your kill team for Moz in the top part of lower central. Like right here. It would put them out of range of heaven, right? I'd hope it would anyway. Honestly, they might even be fine like right here. I don't think Moz could get very far. Yeah, actually. I think we will wait here, because I don't think she'll throw any heavens this way. Okay, does this hit behind her? It does hit behind her eventually. That might have been the last straw for Moz. Nope. Okay, we're getting there, though. Surely we're getting there. You know the DVD, logo bouncing all over the place meme? Basically that, but with the lives of these clerks. Also, yikes, my frames. I'm gonna go slow-mo. And that proved it, so she does hit behind her with Moz spec. What if these two clerks were enough? No. Okay. I'm just gonna pop them, and that should break free Moz. Frame rate dropping faster than these elevators. Really? If this clerk doesn't do it, I'm not sure how to break free Moz. I could have someone get hurt and then go work with them, but that's a little risky. Oh, wait. Can you go into Kested's department? You're from Kested's department. Nice. I'm worried about a heaven. No, it's a Justicia. Is that enough? Homeboy! Moz? No. He's close to I thought he was close to breaking free, and I don't want to spend bullets on these clerks, Gem Miner. So I'm having her deal with the clerks. And then we have the kill team waiting over here to get rid of Moz. If he heads over this way. If he starts attacking her, I don't know, we might duck and dive for an elevator. I'll have to figure out who's marked. I have all of my weaker units situated all the way here in the top right. And if one of them ends up being marked, we can just, like, duck and cover over here in the disciplinary or something, wait for her to pass. Take whoever's marked, try to run them up here, and then just deathball. If my lesser geared, lesser statted, weaker agents were enough to deathball her in one stun, then surely the version of her with less health will also be able to be deathballed. Now that they're better. The attack gets the entire room, so don't be in long rooms. Wait, which attack? The final, like, phase 4 dash? I thought it would be a contact thing. It just nukes everyone in the room? Okay, either way, right now we're waiting for her to finish off the last clerk. The dash. Oh, Jesus, really? Okay, I'll have to figure out who's marked then, or who gets marked. That's lame. It had, it killed, like, all of my best units last time, and all I had left are my, for lack of a better term, trash mobs. Alright, just gotta wait for this clerk to head over to her. And that should hopefully be enough to break out Moz. Otherwise, like, I don't know. Moz will break free when he wants. Yeah, we're gonna slow bullet it. Okay, we're coming up on it here. Okay. Judgment in the wrong direction. Justicia. Alright. Is that enough for Moz? Bro. Alonso, what do I do in this situation? Do I just ignore Moz? Because he's at like one clerk away. Surely all that's left is slow bullet, like finishing her off with legally distinct clone. She's not going to warp again, but she is going to mark somebody, right? So I'm thinking gather up everybody in the corner. The top right corner as far away as we physically can be from her. Figure out who's marked. I'm not sure. How do you find out who's marked in an okay time? Okay. I'm thinking just legally distinct clone. He's got the extra res, you know, he's got the Night of Despair buff. Meanwhile, everybody else goes to hang out with the rest of the Death Ball. Now, this is asking for a lot out of one nugget. And we might be here a while. Yeah, I was gonna fight her with his back near this elevator, but it might be better to fight from here so he can just run over and heal up at in the central room. Hey, Rave. I was wrong, by the way, Rave. I thought I wasn't gonna have access to my pausing, but I do. Thank God. Alright. Everybody's grouped up. Everybody's grouped up. That was actually a good spot to have her. We have Legally Distinct Clone here, Rave. He's rocking the Justicia set, and he has Night of Despair buff, so he should be very tanky. Is she weak to Pale? No, it doesn't. Wait. The gift gives Pale weakness. Wait, what does? This? Wait. Wait, the sigil. Oh, then you know what? It'll be Yukari. Alright, sorry, Legally Distinct Clone. I forgot about that. The Night of Despair buff is actually not a buff for certain situations. Do the spikes deal damage? It's just slows, right? Use Prismia like you said originally, yeah. I'm gonna move everybody here until I find Priz. Priz, okay. He's got 130 speed. Yeah. That's safer. I thank you for that, honestly. I didn't even remember that Night of Despair buff made you weaker to Pale. One Justicia may have even done it, man. That's scary. Okay, everybody back in the elevator. There's no way that's everybody, right? Is like half of my facility invisible right now? I think like half of my facility's invisible right now. That's fine, as long as they're controllable. That's not fine. I'm not gonna know who's debuff or who's marked. Over half your agents are loading properly. Hopefully the marking above them will load. Okay. Alright, Priz. Black Laughter, I think he's out of range of that. Yes. Black Laughter again. Burrowing Heaven in the wrong direction. You'll love to see it. Judgment. I'm not chancing that shit. It's pretty short range for what it's worth, but still. I'm not chancing that shit. That's a Pale slash Rave. That's like percent-based health damage. Okay, he does like 30 a burst. Exactly 30 a burst. I don't know what Beat Eaton is. Oh, it's just Black Laughter. Okay, she's one burst away. How do I find out who is marked? I think I will wait for her to walk to the right So I can... Actually, no. I don't have to do that. We can go around. I feel safer if Prismia is not in the path of her and whatever her mark is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But what's like the most expedient way of finding who's marked? Just have them in a hallway? And honestly, from where she is, I think maybe like this hallway might be better. I'm gonna gather up everybody over there, and we'll find out who's marked. Priz. Oh, my game does not like this very much. Thought above their head in a hallway, gotcha. Priz. I want you over here, bro. Slow bullet, you're not making it, really? Fascinating. I must have run out of bullets by then, or I didn't even think to do a slow bullet. All right. She won't mark it immediately. She's gonna grind her weapons away. So get Priz out after finishing her. Okay. Let's just take that pot shot and then have him escape. Okay. So someone is gonna get marked, right? Oh, dude, people are invisible. I hope it still shows the mark. I hope it still shows the mark. Watch Gebra until she moves. Gotcha. The apocalypse is here. So someone should have been marked. And I should probably slow bullet her now, yeah? Maybe I'll slow bullet her once she starts actually running. I don't see a mark above Priz. That looks like she's about to start running. Can I see a mark? Can I see a mark? Anybody have a mark? Oh, that's frustrating. You shouldn't be able to reach there from down there. Okay. We'll just see. Let's do it. Wow, the slow bullet's crippling. I see it. Okay, I don't want to lose sight of them because I want to know which path she's taking. Okay. The marked person's moving, but I need to make sure she has a slow bullet on her. Looks like she's still slowed. Looks like she's still slowed, I think. Okay. It's like a straight shot from here. Where's the mark? Transitioning through doors, I think. Oh! She's already stunned? Oh. I thought she was already stunned. Oh, you can't go from here, dear. Oh. Wow. So even she isn't exempt from the annoying-ass architecture in there. So if I have her on the left side, she'll try to path her way here, right? She's unslowed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's going left. Going left still. Going left still. Going up. Going up. Marked person can go over here. Oh, actually, marked person... Marked person can work with one bro? Is that safe? It's not letting me pick a work. What if I do it this way? Marked agent can't work. Ah. Okay. There it is. Let's fucking go! Thank you. Thank you. Feels good. Not a single death, baby. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna finish eating my cashews. There's actually not, it's only like crumbles of cashew now. I like buying snacks at Dollar Tree. I mean, you get what you pay for, I guess, right? Like $1's not gonna buy you a whole lot of cashews. Remember the black screens with text at the end of every day so far? Yes. I think. Thank you, Pork. Thank you, Alonso. Couldn't have done it without you guys. I'm cracking open a jerky now. You can open the text history to see who it is that's talking. Okay. Give me a moment, please. I can't have carbs anymore, but I found out that these Slim Jim jerkies that are like $1.25 at Dollar Tree, they got like 6 grams of carbs, so I can eat like 1 or 2 of them a day. Not every day, obviously. But if I got a craving for a snack, I've been going to these lately. Kind of an interface spoiler. Future games go to great lengths to make sure that never happens, but they also have a more developed VN interface. Fascinating. I really can't wait, man. I want to be done with Corp already. Would you guys mind it if I went to go get some water? I've gone this whole time without much water, so if we're gonna be reading, I might as well be 100% for it. I'll be right back. 1 minute. 30 seconds, 1 minute. Much better.
Sir Daniel Fortescue,
Back from the dead once again. Thank you. I wasn't dead, though. A little bit of my jerky here. Do future games also have voice acting? Korean voice acting, or did we get a dub? I'm not sure a dub could do this kind of game justice. Just saying. KR only. I like the Korean language. It's nice to listen to. For lack of a better word. I'm not surprised, man. I don't think I've heard a single bad Korean dub. And I've been playing, like, Korean games as far back as, like, the late 2000s. Legitimately some of the best VA work I've ever heard. Wow. Wow, that is glowing. How am I supposed to know behind a computer screen? Fair enough, you know. I could have died. I mean, theoretically, knock on wood, we don't want that to happen. I could have died while getting my glass of water just now. Okay. I finished my jerky. I'm good to go on. Well, before then, it's everybody's favorite part of the show. One last time. Void Dream, I think, is the Teth becomes he rank when it escapes sheep. That becomes like a chicken monster. Silent Orchestra is obviously to Capo. Getting 2 sets of that would be awesome, but it might also be kind of annoying to deal with, maybe. Funeral of Dead Butterflies, I could get another set of gear from it. Or we could re-roll. I don't know how many we're missing right now. We still have a reroll. Or I could pick one and then reroll what I get next. You're not really going to want to spend time regrinding. We're not on the final day, are we? It's going to be Bina, right? And again, realistically, just full, complete honesty with you guys watching. There's a decent chance I'll just cheat for the Bina refight. Because it sounds incredibly cringe, and you guys were there for it. My Bina fights kept getting glitched out. Let's just re-extract. Next stream, I'll give you an infinite restractions mod. Day 50 is more of a victory lap. Day 49 is the final boss. Oh, okay. Bina might spawn at level 5 just like Gebra, but if you fail, that means regrinding over and over and over. Okay, fair enough. And honestly, I wouldn't even be able to dish out the... De Capo set, right? Not until day 50? Okay. Parasite tree, my beloved. That thing is beautiful. That's the world tree, not a parasite. Look, can't we just have it in my office? Fairy maximum safe? Hell yeah. I'm down. Scarecrow's a bitch. I don't like Scarecrow. Everything will be peaceful while you're under the fairy's care. There's gonna be one more still, right? I get another re-extract. Firebird! Forsaken Murderer was Handsome Squidward. And I think that's just Teth rank, Hammer, and, like, Jacket. Scarecrow again is just Scarecrow. Don't like him. He rank. Firebird, I could get another armor. Or a weapon, but I guess I wouldn't be able to use it now, huh? Unfortunately. We could also re-extract. Nothing here is all that interesting. Loud and clear. Hey! This is not a backer one. The backer ones are circular. O-01-45. I shall heal you, curing you of all disease and injury you possess. Do not. Okay. Alright. I mean, it sounds like he was going to heal me. That's pretty nice of him. We can deal with that later. Gotcha. Okay. What are you thinking? Punishing bird? I think this is the tiny one, though. Who escapes sometimes and wants to be a little nuisance. Just go with Burb? Gotcha. People have been committing sins since long ago. Why do they commit sins knowing it's wrong? Welcome. You don't believe how long I have been painstakingly waiting for you. It's question marks. Okay, I was curious. Ah, the wait was getting so boring. You know, the world made of dots is no longer interesting to those who've realized the existence of lines, so to speak. Think about the world in which you used to be. Singularities are manifested day after day. Everything changes in the blink of an eye. The wings and the head control this world, and now humanity can't live without their constraints. Every single person just stays silent, even though each and every one of them knows how many ethically morbid compromises the wings are making. Those who are not under the spell of control die as loners and failures. That's where we've ended up. Who was I in the past? Who am I during the present? Who should I be in the future? Those are the questions that bring upon growth, but people stopped asking them a long time ago. All anyone has left these days is to die a slow death. Nothing is as boring as watching a predetermined fall. So, we managed to find it. We found a light that resides in everyone. Unfortunately, the majority of humanity wouldn't find their light on their own throughout their entire life. We are bound to be unhappy as long as we are chasing an illusion without realizing the truth. Hang on, sorry. Crank up the volume. People began to hide their light in the deepest recesses of their hearts. Carmen believed that she should draw out such light, the archetypes that had been hibernating. Yes, we could see the truth. The abnormalities are no longer abnormal. They are no mere fantasies anymore. They are our truer forms. Restored to being by drawing a little speck of light from our hearts. Abnormalities are the true humans of this age. They are the pure form that bursts out from the chrysalis that is our empty skin. They feared and tried to contain the abnormalities. Do not place blame upon their ignorance. It is only natural for one to fear being naked in the face of the world. At least you and I know one thing. Carmen shall be our forbidden fruit for the new humanity. Now, speak my name. I am Adam, soon to become the root of this new humanity. I will wait for the fruit to ripen and come to life after I seed this vast forest. The forbidden fruit shall enlighten us all with the long-forgotten knowledge branded in our hearts. Just a single bite will open their eyes and grant them wisdom. They will be free of the sin of forgetfulness for what we truly are, and they will understand that we should feel shame for covering it in their shell. If we draw from everyone's well with the bucket, then their ego will have no need to be locked anymore. Just imagine it. Everything that was suppressed bursting out in every shape and figure possible. Does it not make you tremble in excitement? We've always asked this question. How should a human live? No one could answer that, but I found the answer. I shall show you, so join me. Oh, this is the dialogue. Gotcha. This is the final echelon dialogue. Do you want to know how I could be so cruel? People live with their own anxieties. It is a natural price one must pay for confronting the unknown. However, I did not accept that anxiety, that fear. I devoured them to survive in this world. That was the first and final sin I have committed. I have no regrets about it. It was for survival. You were the same, no? I knew so, witnessing your face as you ripped through my brain back then. You may also say it was an inevitable process. However, it is about time you faced the fear that you have now forgotten, and dare I suggest, face that fear if you want to stop the cycle. eye facing the fear, breaking the cycle. Do you truly believe you can see things clearly when you couldn't even face them all this time? You are only saying this because you are afraid, aren't you? If you truly think it is a misdeed to deprive them of the act of facing their fear, then listen well. If we can conduct hundreds, no thousands of good deeds, committing one single sin is acceptable. Helping to shed everyone from their empty skin, can you not see how that is the greatest good of all? People need someone like us. Think about the wave of redemption that will follow. One sin and 100 good deeds. That is where my mind immediately went. Adam's line about how the abnormalities are no mere mortal fantasies anymore makes a bit more sense in the original script, where the term for abnormality is more of a variant on the word fantasy. I believe some of the current translators have said that if they weren't saddled with the baggage of the now infamous old translation, they'd go with something like phantasms. Also, I missed that. It is within every person's instinct to pursue freedom. Please remember the reason why I happily let you pass. I did so because I wanted to see you fly with your own strength, despite being left in this harsh world with a skin as fragile as yours. Perhaps if we had talked more sincerely in the past, perhaps it may have resulted in better circumstances. However, we have already left our past far behind us. There is no turning back. We live in endless conflict and regret, starting from birth and up unto death. We grow by embracing that conflict, that regret, and we walk towards the future. The I embracing the past, building the future. So you refuse to join me and instead choose to move toward the unpredictable future? Our days will be filled with marvel and wonder that you cannot possibly imagine if you join me. You are painfully crawling through each day, and you still aren't even sure if you're on the right path. Our sacred secret cannot be wasted like this. No. I cannot spare any more time. If you are not ready, I shall go first. Are you? So you don't want to stop here, but instead stop me from going forward. Okay. So you do not want me to be at your side, even for the finale of this play. Those who shall face the end together with you. It seems I am not among them. Okay, it's bugging out the same way it did before. So I'm assuming you guys wanted me to see something there, but it bugged out. Because the name just said new text. It definitely says who it is on one of the days. Okay, gotcha. I mean, there's only one place to click. Alright, we will not be continuing tonight, but I will be reading lores, which is my personal favorite part. We got 3 new ones, and I can't wait. So, Homeboy gets a... Okay, so... The other A's are, like... potential endpoints for me, right? The first one just seemed to give up, right? The one that was in the suit. The second one... I don't remember what was his deal. But he seemed kind of just like the baggage really got to him, you know? And then this one, Homeboy just got a god complex. And I mean, look, you might pitchfork and torch me, but I mean, this is some interesting stuff, but the world that he would create would be chaos. The first one was more he thought you weren't worthy. The second one gave up. And the third one let it get to his head, I guess. Have you ever seen such a wacky architecture, by the way? Next time, maybe make one legitimate attempt at Bina and then use console commands to win. I forget how to activate console. I'll look it up for you later. Thank you, Pork. We will try a couple of times. Alright? And we can end up seeing whatever bad ending we get in case things don't work out. Does... What's the word? I don't remember the Bina fight that well, but does the time cheese work on her? Because that... We were able to beat her with the time machine cheese, however... she kept getting, like, invuln. Like, clearly something was bugging out. And then I think the following workday, there were clerks shooting at, like, a corpse that wasn't there. Anyway. Fascinating stuff. Like, I get where he's going. This God complex one. What was the name of the final one? Abel? Adam? No, it was Adam, right? And obviously, right, the biblical references are everywhere, including the tree, right? No problem. Welcome back. We're not unkillable, right? Like, what does Adam think he's gonna do? Let's say he somehow finds a way of drawing out the abnormality in us all. That's just hell. Like, nothing's gonna be left of the Earth. I wouldn't even be surprised if, like, it's uninhabitable. It's just like monsters roaming free. Because if the abnormalities can't die, yeah, that's just hell. Interesting. I'm sorry, I don't know the Bible that well to know. You have to see the bad ending, where Adam wins to find out. Oh, well, maybe we will find out next time. I will give it, Pork, I will give it a good couple honest attempts, but I'm not, in this case, I'm not above cheating. I don't want to fight Bina without being able to pause. That sounds so cringe. So she's going to be walking. I need to keep people safe. She's going to be firing out her rockets everywhere. Or pillars, whatever you want to call them. I guess if we lose people in that fight, so long as we still win, I'll count it as a win. Unless this is a spoiler, please answer me this. Will the workday end when Bina dies? Because if she has less health like Gebra did, Kali, then maybe it's doable. If it's the final day and I don't have to worry about another boss fight after that, I'd be willing to settle with whatever losses we get. Also, I'm going to load into the day and then put out the main menu. It is worth noting that Bina has 40% less HP in all forms in her last phases. No pause gimmick is overwritten by Hakma's pause punishment mechanic. Okay. So, Hakma's effect is going to be just ever-present, right? It won't get put on pause, when she gets summoned, like how Kesid's effect was put away. Like, we didn't have to worry about the extra damage. Also, you are given a special bare minimum lob payout to ensure day 50 is possible. Fascinating. Okay. Fascinating. Okay. Alright, let's load into a day and then read some lores. My favorite, like, legitimately my favorite part. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for, Ruina. Okay, we're gonna main menu. We didn't get anything new, right? It's, Fairy Festival and Punishing Bird. Yeah, Punishing Bird. A little goofball. I don't know if I'm having a stroke or I just can't comprehend the words you just said. You wanna run that by me one more time? Okay, main menu time. Whew, red mist with no deaths. I'm quite happy. Oh, it's the name of the song. Okay. Circle Rammed Oxygen. Okay. I know I spelled it right. Okay. Circle Rammed Oxygen by Beloved? I thought you were doing like a My Beloved meme there for a moment. Anyway. We have 3 lores to read. We beat her with no deaths, Urge. And I met Adam. We'll be fighting Bina next week. I'll give it a couple of tries. We'll try to beat her without cheating. but if worse comes to worse, I will cheat. We're at 90% dissolution, by the way. Can you take a quick peek into story to see if the endings are available? Oh, whoops. This was when we got 90%. Just console command killer. Like, is it lame? Yes, but I want to move on, man. I got here with my own 2 feet, and with gracious help of Pork, Alonso, and anyone else in chat that has helped me. But just in case I don't have it in me to beat Bina, that option's always there. Let's just say the execution bullet works on her. But I only get the 1. Okay. I don't see endings. Where would... Oh yeah. ABC. Okay. My bad. You could do the silly and just shelter it. That too is an option. That too is an option. Look, I'll make sure I don't have anything going on next Tuesday. I'll get ample rest. I might even take a nap before I go live. And then I'll just have as much energy as I can for as many attempts as I can stomach before I just pull the trigger. Alright. If you see one of the new guys, let me know. It looked like the grandma one was pretty basic. I'll just read hers first. Her icon was a little spooky. Grandma? Grandma! $71? No, 71's the dude. Oh, 1352. Okay, 13. There we go. Old lady. O-01-12. Old lady. An abnormality taking the form of an old and feeble woman. Anytime someone enters its containment unit, it will talk to that person. What it tells differs from time to time. However, it will always commence with, "Dearie, dearie, would you like to hear a story?" This story could be a lullaby, an unspecified poem, a nursery rhyme, a common children's story, or something entirely new. It knows every children's story and will not stop recounting until the listener finally leaves. Excerpt from counseling records. She may be the loneliest of all the abnormalities. She's filled with loneliness and tells her tales to fill that void. Well, every story needs a listener. When someone enters her room, she'll try to fill that void. Of course, listening to her is a very dangerous thing. She knows every story on Earth, and even those that can't possibly exist. Our minds can't cope with such a thing. She could fry your brain in an instant. Truthfully, could you not just keep her placated? Like, she can't even, like, break free, and this one's perfectly fine. Like, obviously everyone's family situation is different, right? But I loved my grandma. My grandma and my grandpa were the ones that raised me. So I was very, very close with my grandma. This just seems like a lonely old lady. I'd listen. I'd talk. I could tell her a story. Or two. Yeah, she looks a little scary, but this is just... I mean, sometimes... I don't know. Man. Cherish your grandparents. This has been your... this has been a message from me, the no-life streamer. Really shit, though. Okay, there is current. What was the other one? 52 well cheers. We'll do the funny well cheers one next. Oh. Granny gets 2 paragraphs, and the funny soda gets a whole damn autobiography. F-05-52. Opened can of well cheers. Employee's record, source unknown. Hey, have you guys ever been to one of those lobotomy meetups? Mind you, it took a lot of courage for me to bring this up again. You see, there's a bunch of clubs in this company where employees gather up. I once attended some kind of ping pong group event thing, but there weren't any girls there, so I pulled out real quick. LOL. So, like, one day I saw this announcement for some weird get-together on the Corp message board. I got interested, so I called up the group leader and he introduced himself as Redacted, from safety. I asked if there were any girls in the group, and he told me there were a ton of female employees. Now that got me super interested. So I signed up right away for the upcoming meetup. So I showed up, got a name tag like everyone else. I don't remember everything, but I think I saw like 3 people from training and 2 from information. About maybe half an hour later, the leader brought in dozens of cans of well cheers on a tray and gave one to each of us. I should have realized something was wrong because the can was already open, but I'm a sucker for soda, and I just gulped the damn thing down my throat the moment he passed me a can. LMAO. Now, after the leader told us it's time to move, and he said he got a van rented for us. We all thought he was an awesome guy for that. I hopped in the van with two employees from the Horde and one guy from the same department as me. Leader said it was going to take about an hour drive, so we could just nap if we wanted, so we did. Weird thing was, though, I went to sleep real fast. Like, really fast. Like, the moment I shut my eyes, I was out like a light. I have insomnia, but for whatever reason, I fell asleep so fast then. That was a big mistake. Anyways, I was sound asleep, but then I heard seagulls, and was like, what the fuck? Seagulls? Yeah, at first I thought it was someone's phone alarm, but then I heard waves crashing. I was like, man, this is way too real to be a phone alarm. So I opened my eyes to find myself lying on a deck. I was on a goddamn boat, LMFAO. An actual, real-life boat. I knew I was screwed the moment I saw a shrimp hopping around. It sent chills down my spine. I wanted to believe it was all a dream, but I swear that shrimp's realistic flopping was a sobering sight. The realization crushed me like a hammer. And I was surrounded by people who looked like they were the crew. They were all beefed up. It's like they'd put me back to sleep with force if I said something wrong. One slip and I'd be sleeping with sharks. The crew was something around 10 people, including the captain, boatswain, cook, and all that. They all chuckled at me while I was spacing out. The guy who looked like the captain walked towards me and asked me about my height and weight. I asked him when the ship goes to port. He told me it'd take about a month and that I shouldn't try to run away or anything because they already made a deal with my people. I had no damn idea who my people were, but I was too scared to ask. Then the other crew members called me over for lunch. They were making instant ramen, putting shrimp, crabs, clams, and all the other sort of stuff in. They told me to stop acting like I was about to jump into the sea and try their ramen. I said no at first, but they laughed at me again, saying there weren't any sleeping pills or stuff like that in it, and gave me some anyway. A man's gotta live, so I ate it. Tasted better than I expected, too. As soon as we finished lunch, they told me they were going to teach me how to adjust the ropes. I pretty much gave up at that point, so I simply just answered, sure. All I could see was these little islands that no one could have a chance at surviving on. For a month, I learned how to pull up fish traps, fill bait boxes, repair fishing nets, cook some ramen, get coffee, and all sorts of stuff. I kept getting better, and I got to the point where I could prepare mackerel sashimi and fish stew for the crew. Everyone complimented it. Said I could open a restaurant with that stew. Later on, we went through a couple of typhoons. Them and I started forming some sort of bond. A companionship. Whales were becoming a common sight at that point. 2 weeks in, the captain told me I was pretty good and asked if I was interested in officially joining the crew. When I thought about it, I would have been fired from Lobotomy anyway, so this seemed like a legit opportunity to make a living. This is the first time I ever got a compliment, after all. What am I doing now? Well, I've been promoted, and now I'm living fine. I've found true happiness in cracking open a cold one after a hard day's work, covered in seawater and sweat. I'm at the port now, but we gotta take off soon to catch some more shrimp. Not sure what your future holds, bros, but, bros. Or never know what your future holds, bros. Sometimes I think about those other folk who were at the meetup that day. Not that I really want to snoop around to find out, though. I just try to keep a positive mind. I want to say they're hopefully doing good just like me. Oh, it's time to sail. See you guys. What the fuck did I just read? Well Cheers is based on an urban legend about people getting shanghaied onto fishing boats using drugged Welch's juice/soda. Weird. Does he at least get paid for it? I mean, he seemed to adapt pretty well. What happened to the other one? It's specifically an open one. This one is bizarre, bro. Not in a bad way necessarily, but bizarre. The death from Welchers is the agent just disappearing after drinking the soda. Oh my fucking god. Well, they're not dead. They're out on the sea. Also, are you telling me that in this fucked up world... Hang on. This is a fucked up world where, like, it's a blessing working for one of these companies, right? You're telling me you could just go out and be a fish farmer? And there's not just, like, MOSBs swimming out there? Krakens, mermen. I don't know, man. That's like a decent ending. It's a little off-putting. Like, the crew was shrimp, right? I knew I was screwed the moment I saw shrimp hopping around. What do they mean by that? Was the crew shrimp themselves? It's like he went on some sort of bizarre adventure. I mean, he didn't come back, right? Because we don't know where this came from. I think he meant them hauling up the shrimp, but it was shrimp people that took us. I'm assuming. Bizarre, bro. Kind of fascinating, though. I forget whose video it was, but I saw a video not that long ago where it was there was an account on Reddit that was posting like, hey, I am in broken English. I am trapped in a car making facility in Indonesia or something. The working conditions are awful. Please send help, in like broken English. And he posted a couple of times and people never really found out truly, because there was like a specific manufacturer, but I don't think we ever got to the bottom of it. This is somewhat recent, I think, and that's what that kind of makes me think of. But I mean, this seems like a decent ending in comparison, anyway. I'm sure things like that happen. Whatever this Welchers is based on, I'm sure things like that happen, and that's awful. But at least in this dude's case, he seemed to enjoy it. All right. What could this possibly be? These guys reappear in one of the next two games. Won't tell you what game, not how, but now you know. Fascinating. T-02-71, The Dreaming Current. Just keep showing him the book. Oh, and it has to be a page with pictures, since he probably can't read. When the experiment seems to drag on, try to draw his attention, like mimicking sounds. I don't need to explain every detail, right? Yes, I know, it's unfortunate. Pitiful and sad. I do feel human emotions, thank you very much. However, he ultimately survived thanks to this place. I hope he continues to live in any shape or form. If you're thinking the same thing, it'd be better off if you dropped that guilt right now. Tell the kid today's treat's gonna be grape-flavored candy. It's his favorite. Excerpt from an encyclopedia. Contrary to popular belief, most sharks are small in size. There are only a handful of species that cause harm to humans. After all is said and done, the biggest appeal of sharks is their strong jaws and teeth. A shark's jaws can apply an intense amount of force, around 20 times that of an adult human. Besides, their vision and olfactory sense are extremely well developed, allowing them to locate their targets easily. This is why sharks could reign as the ocean's greatest predator until today. The parents had long deserted the child. They said the old infection would kill the child before 2 years passed. The researchers were the child's new parents. He learned to coo and walk. Although unable to talk properly, the child liked the ocean. Instead of visiting the ocean, the child was given candy, which let him see the ocean. Many colorful nights and days passed. The child, who was thought to die within 2 years, managed to live for a long time. As always, he liked sweet candy, followed them, and loved the place as his home. Though the only thing the child could do was run around inside a cramped lab instead of a grass field under the sun, His steps were shaky but filled with enthusiasm, excited about what kind of candy he would eat tomorrow. Huh. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there, but gotcha. This one's pretty sad. So, a kid was gonna die, they experimented on him, and he became like a monster? Or became a shark, I guess? Yeah. I mean, good for him, I guess. Right? He's happy, ostensibly. We feed him candy. So long as we don't panic when we see him, he doesn't break out. It seems perfectly fine. Pretty sad, but, you know. I mean, if he's happy, it's the same way that I view, nothing there. Like, this thing is a monstrosity that I feel like would end the world if it broke free. But what if he thinks he's just a happy dog? Like, let me see if I can find the picture. It wasn't that long ago when I drew it, so it should be around here somewhere. Found it. Like, Yukari's the one that deals with nothing there, right? And it's a thing that is capable of learning and evolving, right? Pretty rapidly at that. But if he just thinks he's a happy dog and we take him for walks, where's the harm in that? It's really confusing what the dreaming current actually is with only the information in Corp. It's only kind of possible to figure out that the drug shark is in fact the kid from the story by looking at unused data for it in the next game. It's only kind of possible to figure out that the drug shark is in fact the kid from the story. I mean, that seemed to infer it, right? Like, it's talking about a kid, the parents abandoned him because he was gonna die in 2 years anyway. Pretty fucked up, honestly. And then this is someone that's already knows how to deal with him, telling somebody how to work with him. There's like clearly some like pity here, you know, like we know this is fucked up. I think for the most part, I think his quality of life is good. Otherwise, it's just really confusing what these two things have to do with each other. I sort of see it. What else was new or something? That's it, Urge. Those were the 3 new ones. We're at 90%, so... Are we done next time, Pork? I'll give I'll give Bina a good 2, 3, 4 hours of attempts. If I can beat her, perfect. If I can't beat her, you know, I'll be a cheater. And then day 50 isn't a boss fight? So I don't know if I should prepare mentally for next time being the end or not. Either way, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you for watching. So I think in about an hour, I'll be back with some Ancient Dungeon VR. Day 50 might be a bit of a break compared to everything. We do also need to get 100% dissolution after the ending. Okay, so next time we just focus on beating Bina, and then we'll do another stream for day 50 and any subsequent 100% rerolling. So that might be another stream because some of the abnos you haven't seen are pretty involved. Gotcha. You guys have like warned me from, or told me not to pick certain things because I assume those are going to be pretty annoying to deal with. All right. Okay, so next time will be Bina, and then the time after that will be the end. And then the time after that will be Ruina. You buckle your fucking seatbelts, boys. We're moving on to Ruina. Hopefully sometime this month. The sub goal is 155 Urge. It could be 150, but there's been a lot of times where I've gotten to my sub goal and then I immediately lose it. And that it doesn't feel good to do a celebration for hitting a goal and then having the goal get undone. So we'll say it's 155 Urge. That's a modest goal. You probably can do day 49 and day 50 in one stream. Really? Okay, and then the last stream will be just re-rolling abnos and then getting the true ending? Is Ruina's day gonna change? Unless I get a job this month, it should still be Tuesdays. Which I am still actively trying. Oh, for now, Tuesdays. Yes, it should stick as Tuesdays. Hey, lag guy. You caught me right as I was ending. I'll be back with some Ancient Dungeon VR, though, in about an hour. I was gonna make something to eat, but I ended up eating before stream, so I think I'll just get some rest and then come back with some VR. All right. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Thank you for your help again. Couldn't have done it without you. Next week will be day 4950, and then there'll be another final stream, I guess. And then maybe we can start Ruina that same day if it doesn't take too long. Who knows? See you then. Bye-bye.